Now I can talk. Can you hear me? Now it's working. I guess I would describe myself as quite analytical, but I also work to not use it too much because it's very easy to be too analytical as well. So you overthink during a match or whatever. So I would say analytical. It's really hard to really describe myself. It's hard to be objective, but I think I'm pretty calm in a sense. Yeah. So I think I'm analytical in the sense that I see patterns. I can really like see details and describe the techniques, and then kind of study other people and see like what they're doing and stuff like this. And I would kind of do that more before, and I would have a really set game, more rigid in a sense. But my process have been to go away from that, because I think it is very easy to get over analytical, and I don't think that's positive, because a match is very fluid. It's super hard to be too analytical the higher level that you come, because there's more variables, they can do more games. So in a sense, what I believe is the best fighter and who I want to be is being able to adapt to the moment. And if I'm stuck in an analytical mind during a match, I'm not going to be able to do that. So I've been trying to kind of go away from it. I'm using it when I'm breaking down techniques, when I'm teaching seminars, when I want to help someone. But for my own fighting style, I don't apply it too much while fighting. I try to do the opposite in a sense. So I really learned how the emotions affect my choices in a sense. Because it's very common to say that you have to be like, I don't know, aggressive, or you have to be very competitive and stuff like this. And sure, it helps, but more and more in these years I realized that that's not where I perform the best. It's where I'm more just relaxing and doing whatever. I'm not needing a certain result. I'm just letting it come more naturally and just trying to don't have too much of emotions. And I feel very calm. That's where I feel I can kind of feel the fight, and I can see the opportunities, and I don't know. That's kind of what I've learned. I think every time I get into these emotions of competitiveness or need to win or fear or stress, I start getting out of the moment. I want a certain result, and I expect a certain result, and I put like pressure on myself, like you should be able to do this and that during the match. That's never positive. It can make it work in a sense. I can be able to do stuff with these emotions, but it's always like forced, and I don't enjoy doing it even. Maybe I get the result, maybe I win, but it's like it's not as nice. So letting go more of these traditional emotions that you learned how to do, like being very competitive and like forcing, I try to really let that go and be more, I would say, at peace or whatever, or I don't know. It's hard to really describe, but more just be there and then see what happens. Fear stuff, I guess, all the time. You have these underlying fears if you really feel like some small things that your mind you can overthink something, you maybe get a bit fearful or whatever. But just stepping out of the mind more and more has helped me a lot to deal with this, instead of maybe you worry about something not going as you planned or you overthink something. But the more I've done this, the less I have fears. But for sure I have a bunch of fears, but this helped a lot.
How do you step out of the mind?
That's the tricky part, because it's hard to do it with the mind. Your mind want to have a tool for it, they want to have a way, but the mind cannot step out of the mind in a sense. So it's super hard. I don't even know. I'm not sure if I'm really able to do it. But for me, it's just trying to be more conscious of what I'm doing. Because in life, we all go through a life in autopilot. Probably the majority of our life, we can drive our car from one place to another and been thinking the whole time, and we're like, oh shit, I'm here. We didn't even think, it was autopilot. And I think we do this with so much. When we walk, when we make food, most of the things we do is just do it unconsciously. So what I think is to be more conscious with whatever you do. And whenever you're conscious here and now, you're not going to be in the mind. So it's just like, try to, whatever you do it full-heartedly in a sense. So if you train, do it full-heartedly. Don't be thinking about something else, or don't be planning something else. Be there. When you're done, you're done, you know. This obsession made me think about jiu-jitsu all the time. I would visualize jiu-jitsu. I would do everything that I could to become better, like everything. I would stretch for an hour every single day. I would do whatever. If I heard something would make me better, I would do it. Like I would do whatever I could to become better. And that made me like really understand jiu-jitsu more, made me analyze it more, and all of these different factors, which I believe was crucial for my path.
What's the craziest thing you've done to improve your jiu-jitsu?
The craziest thing is actually, I was so obsessed as a blue belt. I wanted to train like all the time. and I couldn't, like, it was hard to get people to train as much as I wanted to. So I would wake up in the mornings before school, and I would take like a yoga ball and do sprawls. I would just be like sprawling on this yoga ball. And I was like, I was crazy.